Hey, hello and welcome back students. Welcome to the MEG-02 playlist. In this video, we are going to cover about George Bernard's show Pygmalion. Now let's start with the introductions. A flower girl who challenged society. Imagine a poor girl standing on a rainy London street selling flowers to survive. Her clothes are dirty, her language is rough and educated. People look down upon her. Society believes she can never become respectable because she belongs to the lower class. But one man decides to transform her completely, not by changing her heart or intelligence, but by changing her pronunciations, her manners, and the way society sees her. This is the central idea of Pygmalion by George Bernard Shaw. The play is not just a comedy, it's sharp criticism of class system, social snobbery, gender inequality, and artificial ideas of high society. Now let's talk about what is this play about. This play tells a story of Eliza Doolittle, a poor flower seller. A phonetic professor named Hernie Higgins claims that by changing her speech, he can make her appear like a duchess in upper class society. The play then shows Eliza's transformation, society's hypocrisy, and her struggle for self respect. Now let's talk on Eliza Doolittle, the central character. At the beginning of this play, Eliza is a poor, uneducated, and speaks in a rough Cockney accent. Because of her language, people immediately judge her as inferior. This is one of Shaw's most important points. Society judges people not by character but by speech and class. Now let's talk on however Eliza is not foolish, she is hardworking, emotionally strong and ambitious. She wants dignity and better life. This makes her one of the strongest female characters in modern drama. Now let's talk on Henry Higgins, the professor of phonetics. Henry Higgins is highly educated and extremely confident. He studies accents and pronunciations. He believes language has the power to change social identity. He proudly says he can transform Eliza into a lady simply by teaching her refined speech. But Higgins has a major flaw. He treats people like experiments. He is intelligent but emotionally insensitive. He often ignores Eliza's feeling, her individuality, and her humanity. This becomes an important conflict in the play. The bet and the transformation. Higgins makes a bet with colonial Pickering that he can successfully pass Eliza off as an upper class woman in high society. Eliza begins training, pronunciations, practice, table manners, new clothing, and disciplined behavior. Slowly, she changes completely. Society now accepts her, not because she become morally better, but because she learned proper speech. This exposes the superficial nature of social class. Now let's talk on class distinction, the most important theme. The biggest theme of Pygmalion is class difference. Show shows that upper class society is artificial. People pretend that accent and manners determine human worth. But Eliza provides class identity in socially created. They play criticize a system where language decides respect, poverty causes humiliation, and social mobility becomes difficult. This topic is repeatedly asked in IGNOU exam. Now let's talk on gender issues in the play. The play also explores women's independence. At first, Eliza depends on Higgins, but gradually she develops conflict, self-respect, emotional strength. Finally, she refuses to remain just Higgins' creations. This is extremely important. Eliza wants identity, not ownership. She proves that women are not objects to be controlled by men. Now let's talk on language as power. She repeatedly shows language controls social position. In London society, speaks properly means power. Speaking poorly means humiliations. This is why phonetics becomes central to the play. Higgins changes Eliza's accent, and society suddenly changes its attitude towards her. This exposes hypocrisy, class prejudice, and social inequality. Now, let's talk on relationship between Higgins and Eliza. Many readers ask, is this a love story? Not exactly. Their relationship is intellectual, emotional, conflict driven. Higgins admires Eliza's success but never fully understands her emotional needs. Eliza eventually realizes respect is more important than dependence. This is why the ending remains complex and interesting. Now let's talk on why the title Pygmalion. That title comes from a Greek myth. Pygmalion was a sculptor who created a statue and then fell in love with it. Similarly, Higgins creates a new Eliza. But Shaw changes the myth. Eliza becomes independent, not merely a creation. This makes the play modern and feminist. Now let's talk on central themes. Number 1. Class distinctions. Society judges people through language and manners. Number 2. Social hypocrisy. Upper class culture is artificial. Number 3. Transformation. Eliza changes externally and internally. Number 4. Gender independence. Eliza demands dignity and freedom. Number 5. Language and power. Speech controls social acceptance. Now let's talk on Shaw's social criticism. Shaw uses humor and comedy, but his purpose is serious. He criticizes rigid class system, fake sophistication, male dominance, social inequality. This makes Pygmalion both entertaining and intellectual. Now, if you want to read it down, so you can read according to you if you need help in this. Now I am moving to the final conclusion. What play teaches us. Pygmalion teaches that human worth is not decided by accent or class. It shows society is often superficial, class divisions are artificial, and self-respect matters more than status. Eliza's journey becomes not just a transformation of speech, but a transformation of identity and conflict. So that's it from this video of MEG-02 British drama, George Bernard Shaw, Pygmalion.